We're TTB, the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau.
Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Tanya Geis, and I'm a specialist with the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. Today, I'll be demonstrating how to use the CBMA Importer Claim System to review and return assignments, review entry summary lines, and prepare and submit claims. Our website, ttb.gov, contains detailed information on the Craft Beverage Modernization Act, including frequently asked questions, or FAQs, and system user guides. Let's take a look at how to access the CBMA information on our website now. As you can see, I have navigated to our website, which is ttb.gov. At the top of the screen, there's a green banner with two links in there, one to the CBMA Importer Claim System and one to our CBMA Import Resources. I'm going to click on the Import Resources link now. I'm going to scroll down the page a little bit and just show you some of the information that's contained here. We have hot topics, which includes links to our CBMA Importer Claim System user guide and ACE data errors that may delay payment of your CBMA claim. We also have links to industry circulars and videos on CBMA. And then a little bit further down the screen, we have our FAQs that are organized in different sections depending on the topic. So we have a general FAQ, we have an importer claim FAQ section, and so on. I want to point out that the information on this page can be translated into Spanish, French, and Chinese by clicking the appropriate link here at the top of the page. You can also sign up to get email updates whenever this page is updated so that you don't miss out on any important information. Just click on this Get Email Updates link, put your email address in, and you'll be notified anytime something's added to the page. If you have questions and you need to contact TTB, you can use the link to the National Revenue Center contact form at the bottom of the page in the green section. I'll go ahead and scroll down there now. As you can see, there's a link to the Contact Us form, or you can also call our call center at the 1-877 number listed, and be sure to choose option 3, which is CBMA. Before you can access the CBMA Importer Claim System and file a refund claim, you must activate your entity in myTTB. This process involves verifying or updating your key contact information for your entity in your Permits Online account, signing into myTTB, creating a login.gov or ID.me account and logging into that account, and verifying your identity in login.gov or ID.me by providing a copy of your state-issued ID front and back and your Social Security number. If you don't have a Social Security number, you must use ID.me to verify your identity. Once your entity is activated, all users, including entity managers, need to have access permissions assigned to their account in order to access myTTB modules such as the claim system. Instructions on how to activate your entity and assign permissions can be found on our website here under the CBMA Importer Claim System in the green banner. I'm going to click there now because we're going to take a look at how to access the system right now. So now we are currently in myttb.gov. We are on that page. And I'm going to scroll down towards the bottom of the screen, and you see the CBMA Imports button. The button that you're going to click to access the CBMA Importer Claim System. And as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, Instructions on how to activate your entity in myTTB, they can be found right here along with some other information on CBMA claims. Go ahead and click the CBMA Imports button. Now, before I can log into the system, I have to log in through login.gov or ID.me, whichever system I use to verify my identity. And if you haven't done that yet, you don't have an account in login.gov or ID.me, you're going to need to create one before you can access the claim system. And you can do that by clicking on either one of these links right here. I've already created a login.gov account, so I'll go ahead and use my information to sign in. And it looks like it remembered me from being signed in just a minute ago. And so it brought me right to the claims dashboard right here. Normally, I would have to enter in my user ID and my email and my password, and they would send me a text message with a code. But once I enter that information in, it'll bring me to my TTB dashboard. Now, to access the CBMA importer claim system, I'm going to click on the button right here. And the first thing you notice is this task list at the top of the screen. Now, if I wanted to just jump right to reviewing my entry summary lines, or if I just wanted to jump right to the prepare a claim section, I can do that using these two hyperlinks right here and just bypass the scrolling down through the page. But since I want to show you our assignments and review those assignments, I'm just going to scroll down the page a little bit. It's always good anytime that you're in the system to check the entity information that's showing on the page that you're on. If you have permissions, been assigned permissions to multiple entities, and you find that you're not in the right one, switch entities by using this button right here. Okay, here's our CBMA assignments summary section. In this section, you'll be able to view tax benefits that foreign producers have assigned to you. If you have no assignments available, you'll see a message that says that, and you also will not see a line item like the one that you see right here. It'll be blank. This table will. If you expected to have assignments, but you see this message or you don't see an assignment listed, contact your foreign producer to confirm that they've submitted the assignment to the correct importer permit number through the myTTB foreign producer registration and assignment system. You may filter your assignment summary by import year and by assignment status, either assigned or returned. You can also use the search function to look for a particular importer permit number or a certain amount of gallons, barrels, or proof gallons. So I can filter on import year, which of course the only year available right now is 2023, or I can sort on assignments that have been assigned to me or assignments that I've returned. If I have a large amount of assignments in this table and I want to sort on a certain amount or maybe a certain foreign producer ID, I can use the search function and do that by typing in what I want to search for. You can also click this arrow right here to the right of the table and expand this section to see the total quantity of gallons, barrels, or proof gallons that I've claimed on so far this year. So I can see that I've been assigned 43,000 proof gallons, been assigned that many proof gallons to take the tax credit on, and so far I've claimed the tax credit on 14,447.51 proof gallons. So if you wish to return an entire assignment or just a portion of the assignment to the foreign producer, you can do that by clicking on the return link next to the assignment. And this is the return link right here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. Note that only submitters can return an assignment, so if you don't have that return option, you more than likely have a preparer role and will need to have a submitter sign in and return that assignment. At this point, when you click the return link, you want to review the return assignment information and select the quantity you would like to return. Select the quantity remaining in the assignment or a custom quantity. If you select custom quantity, just know that you can't enter a quantity larger than the quantity remaining for that assignment. So let's look at this. So in this particular scenario, we can return the entire amount of assignment that we have left, which is 27,739.04 proof gallons. Or we can return just a portion of that, and we would tell the system how many proof gallons we want to return. So in this case, maybe we want to return 739.04 proof gallons. So once I enter 1,000 proof gallons that I want to return, I'm going to click the return assignment button. And if you get this far and you decide, no, I don't want to make this return at all, you can just hit cancel and cancel out of this entire screen. But we want to return 1,000 proof gallons to the forum producer, and I'm going to click the return assignment button now. It tells me that my return was successful, and I've successfully returned 1,000 proof gallons to the forum producer. If I come back down to my assignment summary table, instead of having 43,000 proof gallons to claim on or assigned, I now have 42,000 proof gallons. And of course, it still keeps track on how many I've already claimed on this year. So that 1,000 proof gallons has been returned to the forum producer, who can now reassign those proof gallons to someone else. The next section of the claim system is the Review Entry Summary Lines section. Entry summary lines associated with a permit number can be reviewed in this section. myTTB automatically displays the entry summary lines that were marked for an expected CBMA refund claim using the C flag indicator in CBP's Automated Commercial Environment, or ACE. So let's take a look at the summary lines that we have associated or available with this claim. I'm going to click on the Review Entry Summary Lines button. Again, we're going to verify that we're in the proper entity, and if not, if I had permission for other permit numbers, all of those permit numbers would be listed in my drop-down list here, and I could select which one I wanted to access. There's two sections available for review on this particular screen. We have entry summary lines that are not available for the claim because they need to be corrected. Look at that here in just a minute. And we also have entry summary lines that are available for this claim. So we want to review the entry summary lines that are currently available for the claim. This table will display entry summary lines that have passed TTB's threshold validations that check for required information. However, we want you to ensure that the data is correct. You'll see in this table that when there are available entry summary lines associated with the permit that need to be corrected, the error listed in the error column will display. Now, before we take a look at those incorrect lines, let's take a look at the lines that we have available for the claim. So if you expand the section here, you will see your entry line, your entry and your line number, the import date, the forum producer name and TTB forum producer ID, the tax tier that the tax assignment was assigned from, the quantity of proof gallons, gallons, or barrels eligible for claiming, and the amount that was claimed. You can also see your CBMA rate designation code, This is from the ACE system, in the ACE system, and the estimated tax that was paid to customs. And it's a good thing for you to just review all of these entry summary lines before you prepare your claim and submit them to TTB. And you'll just continue to do so, and just by dropping down each one of these and reviewing the information with your records. Now let's go up a little bit and look at these entry summary lines to correct. When I expand this particular entry line number, I can see the error with the entry right here. There was an invalid entry type code. And it's good to know that the displayed error, so in this case, invalid entry type code, may not be the only error. It's just the first error that was identified within this entry summary line. So it's important to review all of these entries and make sure that you correct any additional errors that might be in this particular entry if needed. These entry summary lines that are in this particular table need to be corrected before they will appear in the other table that we looked at, the entry summary lines available for the claim. If you've received a valid foreign producer assignment for these imported products, these errors can generally be resolved by fixing incorrect data in ACE through a post-summary correction. And we have information on our website on how on what you can file post-summary corrections to correct, and you can also refer to Customs website on that. Now, if you're unable to correct an entry summary line in ACE or resolve a missing entry summary line so it's displayed in that other table where it's available for the claim, you may need to file your claim through a manual claim process. And we have an industry circular that's available on our website that discusses what that process is in detail, and it's Industry Circular 2023-1. So again, these are entry summary lines that need correction. We see that assignment limit has been exceeded. Some have invalid entry codes, and before these will show up, if they show up in the table down here, lines available for claim, you'll need to have them corrected through a post-summary correction or whatever action you need to take. So once you've reviewed all of your entry summary lines and you've taken care of correcting all of the errors that you can, it's time to prepare and submit a claim. Submitters and preparers follow the same steps to prepare a claim. So when you activate your entity, the entity manager assigns roles to other entity managers, to themselves, and to users. If you're assigned a submitter role, you have the authority to prepare and submit a claim. If you're assigned a preparer role, you only have the authority to prepare a claim, and then a submitter will have to sign in, review the claim, and submit it. Let's go ahead and look at how to prepare a claim now. So we are going to go down to our Prepare Claim section, and there are requirements to submitting a claim, and if you want to click on the plus sign to see what those requirements are, and then click your Prepare Claim button once you've read those requirements. Now we're in the Prepare Claim screen. We are preparing a claim for this particular entity, and again, if you find that you need to switch entities, you would just click this drop down and choose whichever permit number that you need to be in. And this is where we see lines that are available for us to add to our claim. So these are going to be the lines, the entry lines that you reviewed in the table that we just looked at, lines that are available for the claim. In this case, we have 135 entry summary lines. that we can add to one claim. So you don't have to file an individual claim for each line item. There's no limit to the amount of entry summaries that you can have on one claim. You can just select all, and it will select all 135 available entry line items, and you can put those all on your claim. In this case, because this is a test account, I'm going to just submit a claim for the line items showing up on the screen. We encourage you, though, to go ahead and just select all the available line items and submit one claim for everything that you have available. That way, everything gets processed and paid at the same time. And it will show you right here, based on the summary lines that you've selected, the total estimated claim amount. In this case, will be $23,485.68. You'll want to confirm that amount is correct. And you're going to confirm that you just realized that your claim amount, this amount is calculated based on the difference between the tax that you paid to CBP for each selected entry summary line and the tax benefits that were assigned to you for those quantities of imported alcohol. So that's how the system is arriving at this number. So if everything looks good, you've selected all of the entry line items that you want to select, you're ready to hit the Prepare Claim button. So once this information pops up, you'll want to just make sure that everything is correct, that this is the correct entity, correct permit number, the claim period is good, that you've selected how many entry summary lines you've selected, and the estimated claim amount. If you're sure you want to prepare the claim, you can click Yes. If you want to go back and deselect or select more entries, you can hit Cancel, and it'll take you back to the previous screen. We're going to click Yes. So great, we got a claim successfully prepared. You will receive this message if you are successful in preparing your claim. After the claim is successfully prepared, this is when a submitter will need to review and submit the claim. So if you are a submitter, you have that role, and you're ready to submit it, you can jump right to that section. If not, if a preparer prepared this claim, the submitter will receive an email that there's a prepared claim for review. The following instructions will outline, we're going to go through the instructions that a submitter must complete to submit the claim. That now. Let's scroll down to our Submit Prepared Claims section. So I'm a submitter. I got an email that I have a prepared claim that's ready to be submitted. So I'm going to come down to this section, and I see I have two claims here that are ready for me to look at and submit. So I am going to click on this first claim. I'm going to click Review and Submit. And this brings up all of the claim information that the preparer entered. So again, we have our entity information. We have our, oh, I'm sorry. This is not the claim that I just prepared. I'm like, wait a minute, my numbers are off here. Okay, so this is a claim that I prepared previously, not the one I just did. That's why our number is different. So everything looks good here. It's got my entry summary line item. My estimated claim amount looks good. I checked this with my records, and this entry looks good. Now I'm going to click the Select Refund Method. Now, at this point, if I'm reviewing the claim and I see that corrections are needed, my option at this point is to withdraw the claim. So I would click the Withdraw button. And what this is telling me is that this prepared claim cannot be submitted after it's withdrawn. So what happens is after I withdraw this claim, the entry items are going to go back into that line entries available for claim section again. So it's just that I won't have this claim available and prepared and ready to go. I'll have to go back and select those entry items again and file it and prepare another claim. So let's just show you what that looks like. I'll click yes. I definitely want to withdraw this claim. And of course, I'll get a successful message that it has been withdrawn. But let's go back down and look at that other claim that we prepared. Definitely want to submit that. So here's the claim that we just prepared. I'm going to click my Review and Submit button, my entity information. There's those 5 entry line items that we selected for the claim, and then our estimated claim amount. So we've reviewed everything, we looked at our entries, everything's good. We're going to select a refund method. I have 2 ways that I can receive a refund. I can select direct deposit, or I can select check. And I just want to note that if you select direct deposit, using that particular payment method will give you access to your refund more quickly than selecting a mailed paper check. But it really is your choice, and it's up to you how you want to receive your refund. If you select check, it's going to populate this screen with the information with your mailing address that is currently in Permits Online system. You will have to confirm that this is your current address and then hit recap and submit. And then you'll check the under penalties of perjury statement and hit submit the claim. And if you notice that your mailing address is incorrect, you will definitely need to update that information by filing an amendment in Panel in Permits Online, and there's information on our website on how to do that. Let's go back and select the direct deposit as payment type. This is where I need to enter my bank account holder's name, the routing number, confirm the routing number, and then your account number. And then, of course, you have to confirm your account number. Once you enter your banking information for the direct deposit, again, you'll hit recap and submit. Oh, and I want to point out that if you do click direct deposit, you'll have to identify what type of account this is, whether it's a checking or a savings account. So let's say we want to get a check for this. I'll hit recap and submit. I check the under penalties of perjury, and you want to read this statement first before you just check the box. Make sure that you read this and you understand what it says, and then you hit submit claim. And it says our claim submission is successful. And so what that means is TTB has received your claim, and it will go into our list of pending claims, and it will be reviewed and processed at this point. So I want to thank you for joining me today for a walkthrough of the external CBMA importer claim system. If you have any questions, please use that Contact Us form, the National Revenue Center on our website, and we'll be glad to help you out with any questions that you have and get back with you with answers. Thank you so much.
Visit TTB's official YouTube channel at USTTB.gov for more TTB-related content. And remember to click subscribe so you'll always know when we upload new videos.